Double penetration.
I love GPs.
Like double penetration.
Some double penetration.
Double penetration on your own with some solo play.
Hello, and welcome to the Double Penetration Podcast. Penetrating your minds and souls. Here are your hosts, Creep and Steel.
Woo! What's up, motherfuckers? That's right. It is your friend, Mr. Chris Steele, and your favorite creep, bringing you Double Penetration Podcast Volume 60 motherfucking 2. Right?
No, 61, I thought.
I thought we did that last week.
I don't know. I'm confused.
I don't fucking know, but here we are on Demon Seed Radio Network, fucking chilling.
Chilling like some motherfucking villains. To go back to the old schools. Creep and I both have glasses on today.
I have glasses on every day.
I usually wear contacts, but I'm trying to get used to wearing glasses to give my eyes a break, as per my eye doctor.
Oh, nice.
But I got to, I can't wear glasses at work because sometimes I have to use a microscope for, 9 hours a day. So, yeah, contacts work that way. But when I come home, I want to be able to take my contacts out and be able to see clearly with glasses. But I've never been a fan of wearing glasses, so.
I mean, they're not the most practical thing I've ever had to do in my life.
No, and the reason why I don't like glasses is the arms that, curve around the back of your ear.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like that. I wear sunglasses that have like a nice tight, straight arm. So I think I'm
You
gonna.
can get your glasses like that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna exchange these for a pair of Oakleys.
Nice.
Yeah, I almost got Gucci.
Nice.
But I couldn't justify spending $349 on a pair of glasses.
That's not much. That's
just for the
pretty...
frames. That's just for the frames, not the actual lenses either. The lenses were a whole nother story.
Yeah, frames can be expensive.
Fuck
First glasses I ever bought were like $400 just for the frame. I was like, well, but now.
No.
I buy them online.
Do you?
Fuck yeah.
How do you can you upload a picture and see what the frames look like?
You can, but I don't do that. I just know, I have glasses that I've bought online.
So you kind of know.
You know the dimensions of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they come small, medium, large. They tell you the dimensions online. So I know what range I like on my face.
Gotcha.
And I can typically just look at it and figure out if I like it, which sometimes I'd be taking risks that really don't work out for me. But they're so fucking cheap. It really doesn't fucking matter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always have glasses because I lose my glasses. I sit on them. I break them. I sleep in my glasses because I'm a crazy ass bitch. So
yeah, I sleep in my contacts, and boy, my
I'm
eye
not
doctor
trying
not
to
like
spend even $100 on a pair of glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Well, between me getting glasses, my wife getting glasses, and both of us getting a year's supply of contacts, it was $1,000.
Yeah, shit's expensive.
Fuck yeah. I mean, you only get 2 sets of eyes, and I don't think we're gonna have robot eyes anytime soon, considering that prosthetic arms really aren't robotic and dope yet like you had once thought they'd be. So I don't want to fuck up my eyes any more than I already have.
True.
And I would do LASIK. I would do LASIK, but that shit scares me.
Yeah, no, I'm not about. I'd rather wear fucking glasses. I won't even wear contacts because I almost lost my eyeball once, and I just don't fuck with that shit.
And then that story was because you're a weed whipping.
Sure.
And a fucking rock came by and hit you in the eye. You're like, ah. That's what I imagine, because I don't think you've ever really told the story of what happened. And I don't know if it was one of the. I think it was one of those ones where you're you don't want to talk about it, so I just made one up in my head that you're in the ditch weed whipping in Florida.
That's never been something I don't want to talk about. That's the funniest shit that ever happened to me.
What, almost losing your eye?
Yeah, I had to wear an eye patch for 6 months.
I'm Captain Creep Queen.
I couldn't drive. I couldn't do shit.
Really? You had an eye patch and everything? No shit.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
I literally, and it was affecting my other eye, real bad. And it was fucking nuts. I went to so many different prescriptions in the shortest amount of time because it did permanent fucking damage. And my eye just keeps getting worse and worse even still. So
So you don't even want to.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I get how you don't want to wear contacts.
I'm just not about it because I don't really know what made that happen
See, there
to
was
begin with. I don't know if it was contacts that made it happen to begin with, or if it was like mascara I had left on my eyes that I like rubbed in. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, so I just don't even risk shit like that anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
this girl that I knew, she used to always go to bed without washing her face, like the makeup off, and she'd have mascara. Well, the eye makeup and shit that she had clogged her tear ducts, so she couldn't like produce tears, so she had to have surgery and shit. Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm not a chick wearing makeup, and I'm glad I'm like not a dude that likes to wear makeup.
That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. Like, I used to paint my face like a clown to go to ICP concerts back in the day, so I mean, I get washing all that makeup off being a pain in the ass, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I never had a face routine until like I've been doing like really good lately. Like, I have been on a good face routine, but I used to never wash my makeup off. Like, I was a nasty bitch. I didn't give a fuck.
you do say you are trash, so
I literally have always been trash.
I get that though. Like, I don't like the reason why I slept in my contacts all the time is because you just get lazy and you don't want to fucking take them out. And it's just like, oh, you wake up in the morning, your eyes are a little crusty, squirt some contact lens solution, and boom, you're ready to rock and roll. At least that's how it was for me.
That's crazy.
And then, like I said, I don't want to do LASIK because there was this here in Michigan, like a local news anchor girl. She had got LASIK, and it was like I don't know what happened, but it like messed up her head, and she ended up killing herself.
Oh.
So it's like, well, I really don't want to get LASIK. Well, I mean, it's a sad story. So, don't fuck around with your eyes, folks. Let that be a lesson to you. Take out your contacts and, stay away from LASIK. I don't fuck around with that shit. It seems like one of those surgeries that isn't necessary. It's more of those like, well, I guess I'll fix my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are jobs where like glasses aren't practical.
Wow.
And people like don't want to wear contacts or can't wear contacts or have fucking phobias of contacts and shit.
I have a friend who used to say the reason why he couldn't put contacts in is because he couldn't open his eyes wide enough. He's like, yeah,
God.
My eyelids are too small.
I have a friend like that. I have a friend, his eyes are always fucking like the widest, honestly, the biggest he can open his eyes is still like a half slit. And he's like trying, you know what I'm saying? He's like this. He's like,
is he always like stoned or some shit?
No.
Oh.
No, that's just he just got beady little eyeballs. He'll dead ass be like this. Am I doing it? I'm like, bro, I can't even see your fucking eye color. Like, no. It's so bad. Also, P.S., just for everyone, I'm taking these new meds. They got a bitch really fucked up. So if I sound fucking shitty, like, that's fucking why.
You sound stuffy.
Well, I am that too, because allergies are fucking kicking here. Allergies are so fucking bad here.
It's still shit fucking weather in Michigan. Like, we're gonna get one day of sun and then the rest of it's cloudy and rain.
Word.
Fuck yeah, I'm so tired of this. I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it. Michigan friends will know. Everybody else, I don't know. How's weather in your towns? Hopefully it's swell.
Hot.
Well, what's hot?
It was like 95 yesterday.
Holy
when
shit,
I got
really?
in my car. Yeah, that's what my car said.
Wow.
And then I drove around for a minute and it was like 91, but like it's still fucking hot as balls.
Oh,
but
man.
then like this morning I woke up and it was like 65. But like during the day it's like all the way fucking up to like 100, and then at night it'll drop to like 60. Like,
man, I can't
but
wait.
like literally there is so much fucking like my doormat right now is a totally different color. Like it's thick as fuck. Like it is so bad.
It's like all yellow and brown and shit.
Like dead ass. My Siri on my phone yesterday, I had my GPS going. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like that bitch sounded congested too. I was like, hold the fuck up. What the fuck is happening?
Pollen affects me too.
It was fucking nuts.
Siri's cool for like, menial tasks, but I notice that I still go to Google more for questions.
I don't.
Siri's a better assistant than an answerer. Siri will just.
I don't ask Siri shit. I just use her for GPS. That's it. Like,
right.
That's fucking it. I never ask Siri fucking anything. It's just faster to fucking Google it. Like,
yeah, because all Siri does is direct you to a website. She doesn't actually tell you the answer. Some things she'll tell you the answer
some
for,
things, yeah.
but Google's
I just
always
that's
there.
too much work. Like, you think I want to take the time to fucking sit here and try to talk to you, and then you tell me some shit that I didn't even fucking ask, bitch. Like,
yeah, and it's
but
like
Google does like the same thing for me. I don't like talking to strangers.
Google's not a stranger. I've been a fan of Google for a while. I just, Google will eventually become the end of all of us.
The end of all of
Yeah.
us.
They're going to be one of those big tech companies that just fucking end up, really, really ruling the world. But speaking of heat and sun and nice weather, the one thing that I can recall about, the weather always being nice and before I got married was summer flings.
Yeah, that's weird. Do you know what I can remember?
What's that?
I can remember following me on Twitter at creepxqueen and going to my website at creepqueen.com.
Boy, I totally fucked up on that. Motherfucker wearing glasses got me fucking not thinking straight. I'm making sure my glasses are nice and clean because any like little fingerprint that I see, I can't see. So it bugs me. So I wear my contacts. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, where I post a bunch of fun things and some jokes and, sometimes some good conversation starters, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Cristeel. That's MrKrissteel. Folks.
By good conversation starters, he really just means controversial shit.
What do you mean
I'm just kidding. I never see your tweets, to be honest with you.
That's fucked up. I always see yours. Yours creeps tits and pussy.
It's because I post a fucking lot, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I follow quite a few gals in the industry, so I can't really read my Twitter in public anymore. Too much pornography.
yeah.
It happens.
So yeah, summer flings.
Summer flings.
I took a poll today.
You did take a poll, yeah?
I took a poll, and I asked you, motherfuckers.
Oh, that kind of poll.
How many of you have had summer flings? 63% said yes, and 37% said no. Out of like 400 votes.
Seems like a lot of chicks that I hooked up with was always in the summer.
I mean, I guess that's a thing.
I think it's because, everybody's more, well, especially here in Michigan, because, the town I grew up in, Monroe, there was an article that said that in Michigan, the biggest drinking town is Monroe. So.
Oh, yeah.
We used to really fucking put them down. So I think, when the summer comes around, people are drinking, they're more loose. And you know what? When you get a little bit of liquid courage in you, you really know how to talk to the ladies. At least I did. Like I said before, I got so many girls' phone numbers, and then I'd wake up in the morning and look at my phone. I'm like, I have no clue who these people are. I don't remember because I wouldn't store their number. I'd always figure I'd remember, and I didn't.
That's all right. They were probably fake numbers anyway.
No. I would call them to make sure. I'd be like, hey, give me your number. Well, not like that. Just give me your number. I'd shake them. No.
That is like the worst thing to fucking do.
What?
Okay, yeah. And then call them and see if it fucking went through.
Well, no, I'd be like, well, here, give me your, so it would make it easy. I would be like all smooth.
I know, I'm just saying that's like the worst fucking thing to do.
Oh, well, you know what? It's not my fault that these girls gave me their number, but good for them that I was too drunk to remember to store the name and remember who they were the next day. I'm sure my wife is very happy about that. Some other gal could have came by and stole me before her.
I'm sure she'd be devastated.
Mm-hmm. Well, she wouldn't. Well, yeah, she did know me couple of times when I was a boozer.
She knew me a couple of times.
Yeah, we have this weird sort of we've crossed paths before and then we met again type of thing.
Yeah.
It's called fate, creep. Love and fate. That's what I believe in.
Good for you.
If you folks haven't realized right now, I'm a believer in love, not creep queen.
I believe in what I believe in.
Mm-hmm. And you're a believer of things. Except love.
I believe in what I believe in.
Right. You ever have a summer fling?
No, and now that I'm saying that, maybe we did do this one last year. I don't fucking remember. But no, I never did. I was all
I don't
hold
know if we
up.
really did like a summer fling other than like I think we did like spring break
I don't
hookups.
think I had like a summer fling. There were definitely people that I've just like hooked up with, but I wouldn't call it a summer fling.
Yeah.
Or even really like a summer. Well, there kind of was this guy, but I didn't want to fling with him, but he really wanted to fling with me, and I was not feeling it. So I like did a pity fling.
So you wanted to hook up with one so you wanted to hook up with a guy and he didn't want to hook up with you. So there was a guy that wanted to hook up with you, but you didn't really want to hook up with him, so you hooked up with him anyways.
No, like he
Oh,
just wouldn't leave me the fuck alone.
gotcha. So then he finally broke you down.
Yeah, like not really. Like it's still not like I like did shit with him, but like
You didn't fuck him or anything?
no, I didn't want to be with him. Why the fuck would I fuck? He was like so clingy. Like oh, like every fucking guy that's ever interested in me is just like so clingy, and I'm the total fucking opposite. I'm like leave me the fuck alone. Like not on that like hard to get game playing bullshit. Like not like that.
Mhm.
Just like honestly, like leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Like
I never got to experience the other shoe. You know what I
what do you
mean?
mean?
Like I was never like the one where the girl was always too clingy. I was always the clingy one growing up.
Yeah, no.
And
It's
then
like so fucking bad.
and then I turned into a drunk and an asshole and stopped being that nice guy because that's what it is. The nice guys always be like nice guys finish last. No fuck. Problem with the reason why every nice guy is finished last because once a nice guy finally gets a girl, he's too clingy, and that's what we do.
And they just expect it.
Fuck
Nice
yeah.
guys expect too much because they think they're a nice guy. But
Right.
if you think you're a nice guy and you're expecting all this shit, like you're not a fucking nice guy, bro. And like we can read through that fucking dumbass bullshit first of all. You know what I mean? Like
And the one thing too is like before because I was a nice guy, I was always real thirsty. You know what I mean? And then as I turned more into a drunk and more of an asshole and be like, I don't give a fuck about this broad. Cool, come talk to me. I still ain't buying you a fucking drink. That type of shit. Eventually, then you learn, and then you can learn that, oh, you know what? I don't have to be clingy. It's just something clicks. I don't know. Maybe if you become a drunk, that kind of goes away.
yeah, everybody just become a fucking drunk. It'll be
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah, just drink beer and get fucked up, pound Jaeger, drive. I'm batting 1,000. I've never gotten pulled over driving drunk.
Wow, that makes me so fucking happy for you.
Thank you. And I never killed anyone.
Great job.
Mm-hmm. Not being a braggart, but, you know, sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back for your mistakes growing
For
up.
being a piece of shit. Yes,
Yeah.
agree.
Because now I don't drive drunk, and I realize the stupidity in all of it. And I'm a big believer now in, you know, Uber and Lyft. Back when I was a drunk, we didn't have that type of thing.
We always had taxis, my friend.
Not
but, yeah,
here,
I
not in
feel
Michigan.
you.
Nope, we did not really have. We didn't have a taxi service in Monroe. There'd be like maybe one or two cabs, and that was it.
Yeah, exactly. There was something.
Yeah, well, I was the designated drunk driver, and all my friends got home safely, and I got free food. So, hooray! Now that my friend no longer lives at a house that he lived in, he's now since moved down south. I ate a girl's pussy in his hot tub, and he doesn't know about it.
Well, in his new hot tub?
No. In his old house.
Oh, in his old hot tub?
Yeah, we all used to go back to his house because he had this dope in-ground pool that was salt water, and he also had a hot tub. And everybody was kind of splitting off, hooking up with chicks, and I ended up staying out in the hot tub. And if one thing he said to me is, he's like, "Don't fuck in my hot tub." I go, "Don't worry, bro. I won't do anything. Fuck that."
How do you not fuck in a hot tub?
Hell
You know how
yeah.
many times I've fucked in a hot tub? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck that shit didn't give me an infection, but
Mhm.
like, dude, like,
Yep. And then I ate her pussy. Like I know you'd be like, how'd you eat her pussy in the hot tub? Sat above.
notice
She
I
sat on
didn't
my
fucking
face.
ask. Where there's a will, there's a fucking way.
Mhm. Yep. There was a lot of summer flings at that guy's house. I was always able to
I have had something.
Who, me or you?
No, me, like, now that I'm listening to your story, I'm just like thinking out loud.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a one quick
I've
hookup.
had like winter flings more than like summer flings. Does that count?
Yeah, I guess so. A seasonal fling. How about that's what we call this? No need to call it summer flings. We'll call it seasonal flings.
I've had a lot of winter flings.
Yeah. I really want to tell a story, like a really good story. But it's almost like I don't want to tell it just because it's not necessarily incriminating, but it kind of infringes on some privacy things.
Yeah.
So if I tell this story, it's going to be a Patreon exclusive. And after I tell the story, Creep, you can't discuss.
Well, obviously.
So, but I'm trying to think of a way to like tell the story. Because I could tell the story and everybody would hear it and it's a good story, but...
I think our Patreon members need something good anyway.
Mm-hmm. And we're 21 minutes in, so I don't know if I want to tell it just yet because, you know...
Tell it at the end after this is done.
Oh, you know what? After the, you know what? Yeah. After the, after Bethany says her little deal and then the outro, we'll come back in and I'll tell my cool story. And then I guess maybe we can have a little bit of a discussion.
Yeah.
That way. Dude, Creep, you're fucking smart. I didn't even think about that.
I know.
I wanted to have it all edited in with some cool music.
I know, you're like, oh, we're going to edit, do this, do that, da-da-da-da-da. Like, okay, bro.
Like, you know, I'm a big believer in...
You hate editing shit like that.
Nah, I don't really hate editing.
Bitch.
Nah, I really don't hate
You
editing.
You complain it sometimes. Like, if our fucking audio fucks up, you're like, oh, fuck.
Because fixing fucked up audio is big. Fixing fucked up audio is a big difference than splicing in something.
Fucking cut and paste some shit.
Yeah, cut and paste is easy. Fixing fucked up audio is tough because you're checking the levels, doing this, that, and the other thing. It sucks, man. The old podcast that I have to do, you know how many hours I spent fixing fucked up audio?
That's not what I mean. Let's just move on.
Oh. We found a website where some people talked about some summer flings. I don't know if they're not necessarily like super sexy, but maybe we can like sex them up. Maybe we can interject our own like I guess fantasy, if you will.
Well, no, I'm not doing that.
All right.
I'm really fucked up. If you think I have any sort of creativity or imagination in my fucking being at all right now, no, I don't.
Oh. Well, I'll read
do I even sound like I give a fuck about anything right now?
You do sound very sassy. Sounds like you kicked back a few and you're very ornery.
Like, no, I'm not ornery at all. Oh. I'm chilling.
So Tina K says, last summer my friends dragged me to a nerdy-ass outdoor concert. What would suffice to being a nerdy-ass outdoor concert, I wonder?
A nerdy-ass outdoor concert. Maybe some just like keyboard shit.
Maybe like Fall Out Boy. Is that because that's kind of like nerdy pop punk?
Is that nerdy?
I would think so.
Well, I don't know.
I don't like Fall Out Boy, so fuck them. The crowds were insane, and it wasn't long before we lost track of each other. As I sulked by the food vendors, a tall, incredibly hot stranger asked if he could buy me a drink. We hit it off, we ditched our friends, and headed back to his place. I texted my bestie and told her not to worry, but sent her his address just in case. We ended up spending the entire weekend in bed, eating and drinking, and then he strangled and killed me. I added that end part, because how would she, write from the dead? I would be frightened to go back to somebody's place, and spend the weekend with them.
Nowadays, yeah. 10 years ago, no, I did that shit all the time. But like now,
there's a lot more crazy now, it seems.
Like I would just never. I mean, I feel like it's the same amount of crazy, but you just like know about it more now. Like back then, nobody gave a fuck. Plus, we were all still going through our emo phase like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, if you're going to kill me, fucking kill me, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't even value my life at this point.
10 years ago, I was on the tail end of my drunk era.
Like, if you went to some bitch's house fucking shitted, you'd be too shitted to even give a fuck if she pulled out like an axe or something.
I'm fucking drunk. You're going to hit me with that axe? Cool. Just make it quick. Or she'll fucking break my ankles like what's her face in Misery.
Oh, it's not a nerdy ass concert. She's just nerdy at a concert.
Oh, my nerdy ass.
We both read that the same way though, which is really funny.
Well, all right, so maybe Fall Out Boy really isn't nerdy music, but I'm still...
I was I really read it like that too. I was like, what the fuck is nerdy music?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it some fucking techno bullshit that we don't know about?
What is that beeping that I keep hearing?
A beeping?
It's just like random. It just like comes on and it goes away.
I'm not hearing any beeping.
It could just be my brain, but
it could be.
I took my dog to the dog park where he met a new lady friend, and her owner was very good looking. We decided to. I've been stuttering so bad lately.
No, I stutter all the time.
We decided to take our dogs out on a super casual date that night, and since our I'm gonna fucking rip my eyes out. And since our pets wasted no time getting it on, neither did we.
What a liar. Sammy M's a fucking liar.
So like y'all watch y'all's dogs fuck and it turned you on, so then you started fucking.
Man, your dog's a real whore.
Like, I'm concerned, bro. Let me send this link to my other phone real quick because this one's fucking dying.
This phone is fucking dying.
That is so funny.
You ever go to a dog park and meet somebody's dog and got it turned on so much? I think there's some bestiality into there if you're going to get turned on by
I think there's
fucking.
Something going on in there for sure.
That gal probably put peanut butter on her cooch and let her dog eat it off.
Oh my God.
You didn't have that girl, that rumor in your school about a girl that did that?
No, ours was like there was this girl that fucked herself with like Crayola markers. And then there was another rumor that this girl went to this other girl's house and went through her panties to steal some to wear, which first of all, gross, okay?
Well, maybe her mom wouldn't let her wear sexy panties, so I get it.
And then she said that they were like all crusty and shit, which at the time I was like, that's disgusting. But as an adult, like they probably were just normal dirty ass panties, like you know what I'm saying? But like everybody called this bitch crusty pussy for like ever.
Crusty pussy.
like
KP.
Like what the fuck?
I wonder if that's a Twitter name, Crusty Pussy.
I had rumors like that, but
oh, that's hilarious. I really want to be like real like gross and sassy right now.
Okay,
like,
do it.
All right, this bitch says after my 5-year relationship ended, I spontaneously decided to take a trip to New York to do some soul searching. And by soul searching, she means to get her box banged out by random strangers. Well, until I met Edward, see? A gorgeous guy who is also rebounding. That's what he told you so he could get up in that sniz. I bumped into him at a bistro. Literally, I spilled my latte on him. Hopefully it wasn't a hot one because his dick probably got burned. And we went and spent the next week making out in major. Who would go to major landmarks and make out?
Me.
Would you?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, let's go to Ground Zero and make out. Ugh, that's real appropriate.
Definitely.
Like I said, this bitch. We spent the next week making out at major landmarks like we were on our honeymoon until we finally sealed the deal in my hotel room. And his pillow talk consisted of asking me, "Where's this going?" Hey, it was fun while it lasted. I don't think that guy asked, like, "Where's this going?" See, this chick definitely went to New York to get her fucking box.
She definitely was the one that said, "Where is this going?" And he was definitely the one that said it's fun while it lasted.
Probably.
I feel like if you have to include that, like...
Yeah. And I don't know if these are real. This is from Women's Health. You know, it's one of my favorite websites to beat off to, so It's a good one. The weight loss.
I mean, like, you're more than welcome to change whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying, I personally don't have the brain capacity to do that.
Oh no, I'm feeling really good today. So,
like, I don't. While my friends were hitting the beach, I was manning a booth at a trade show for the weekend. I spotted a guy across the way who looked just as bored as me, and we eventually struck up a flirty conversation. That, of course, had nothing to do with what either of us were selling. This dumbass bitch. Who wrote this bitch? You have no personality.
Fucking Emily A. You know what the A stands for? Asshole.
I was just going to say that, so it must really mean that.
Mm-hmm.
We took our lunch breaks at the same time and ended up having sex in an empty conference room.
Whoa,
Afterward, we went back to business as usual. The beach can suck it. She's lying. She has no personality. She didn't do that.
Hell no, she didn't. All her friends were all the fucking... all her friends were like, fuck this. Like, we're not going to go to this stupid conference. You know, we're going to go to the beach. Fucking Emily can go handle it. And she probably was like, you know, the fucking fuddy-duddy, you know, boring broad of the group. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to make up a story. She's like, I'm going to make up a story and make them jealous while they're at the beach. I was getting fucking pounded. Fuck you, Emily. You're a liar.
Why the fuck you lying?
Well, I can tell you one thing. Stephanie S. I don't know, but she went to Cirque du Soleil, and I'm a big fan of Cirque du Soleil. So
I've never been.
It's pretty fucking cool. Back when downtown Disney was a thing. Huh?
Maybe I went, maybe I didn't.
When it was downtown Disney before they swapped it to the Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Oh. Stephanie S. says, in my early 20s, I went on a cruise with one of my best friends for a week-long summer vacation. I hooked up with one of the entertainment professionals, known as One Man Strength and Balance Show. His act was similar to Cirque du Soleil, only solo, and we'll just leave it at that. You prude. She definitely fucked this dude, but she's being a prude by not, you know, giving the salacious details.
Wait, she didn't?
Mm-mm. No.
Wait, I'm looking this guy up.
Who, the One Man Strength and Balance Show?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's all those types of things. Like, I remember in high school, we had, like, one of those, like, strength and balance shows that to promote, like, not doing drugs and not drinking and driving. See how well that worked.
That's really funny.
It's true.
I don't understand the correlation, though.
Well, because they did all that, you know, strength and shit and the balancing and all this dumb stuff and was like, hey, if we did drugs and drank and did all sorts of things.
Do this?
Yeah, and you know they were fucking hitting the bar afterwards. Like, did you see that dumb kid in the front row got all scared when
that makes my fucking sad hurt.
I was the dumb kid in the front row.
My sad hurt.
Your sad hurt.
I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying either.
I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what the fuck.
You're Dorothy. Let's not forget.
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah. So Stephanie really banged it out. I believe so, but who would go on a cruise in the summer? Are they cheaper?
Oh, it was a cruise?
Yeah. Way to go paying attention to my sweet
why
story.
wouldn't you go on a cruise in the summer?
Why wouldn't I? Because it's...
Oh, because it's winter there.
Yeah. Well, no, not in the cruise, but, you know, I mean, I would rather be...
you would want to go in the winter because you have a winter.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I went on a cruise, but it was when I lived in Florida. So, like, we went in the summer, but, like, that's why. Because, like, it didn't fucking matter.
I want to go on a cruise. I really do. It's convincing my wife.
You've never been?
No.
I loved it. I would go on a cruise 10 out of 10 again for sure. But I would never, ever, 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 ever do it without a balcony. Like, my room will have a balcony or I'm not fucking going. Mm-hmm. And I urge everyone who's never been on a cruise to only get a room with a fucking balcony.
You got it, creep.
I'm serious. You will regret that. I mean, I've never stayed in a room without a balcony, but I feel like it's just dumb.
See, my thing is, though, because I'm not much of a drinker, I would end up getting drunk and probably fall off the boat.
Well, you do that with or without a balcony.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Because I'm not much of a drinker. When I drink, bad things tend to happen.
Oh, so you're saying that's why you wouldn't go on a cruise?
No, I would go on a cruise, but because, you can't bring some marijuana on there. I mean, you could, but...
I'm very confused on if you have an issue with the drinking part or the weed part. Every time I finally understand what you're saying, you change it, and I don't know if it's just me because I'm so fucked up right now, or like if it's really happening.
I don't know. I'll have to listen back and,
I'm sorry. That shit is so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I do have a problem with marijuana.
Oh god. My first summer home from college, I worked in a garden center with this guy named Ted. We always found excuses to be in each other's presence. Like, oh my fucking god.
This is a lie. You want to know why? Have you ever met anybody in the 2000s named Ted?
No, besides the fucking bear.
I hate that stupid bear.
I didn't mind.
The first movie is all right. Second one was dog shit.
That's what I was trying to get out. The first movie was not bad. Like I laughed. You know what I'm saying? But like as they go on and on, they just get more stupid.
It turns into more of a cartoon than what it already was.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
What?
My mouse pad.
Creep's crazy. She didn't
My
lie.
Fucking mouse pad, bro, says I F you off.
I fuck you off.
What does it say? Did you hear the beeping? I just heard it.
No. Didn't hear a beep. It's not here. Maybe you got a smoke detector that's running out of battery.
Oh, it's like in my head.
You have beeping in your head?
Like in the headphones or something.
You're fucking losing it, kid.
Well, we were both seeing other people at this. We were both seeing other people at the time. Nothing serious for either of us, but still.
Liar.
At the end of the season, I came in to pick up my last paycheck just as he was closing up. Oh my fucking god. Seconds after he locked the door, we just started making out by the birdseed and eventually got busy in one of the garden sheds. We never saw each other again. Would you quit your fucking job? Oh, I guess
you had to go
so.
back to college.
Yeah. I see that now.
What a lame story.
I don't know. That birdseed's pretty fucking wild.
Birdseed stinks.
Getting that whoopee on the birdseed. She
Yeah.
gonna be fucking pissing out birdseed for.
She ended up getting busy in one of the garden sheds, huh?
That would be hot though. Like I would do that. Like I would think that's hot.
I guess. I don't know.
Like at work, being all sneaky and shit. Like all this hit the.
Yeah, but they were
fucking
closing
garden.
shop, so it's not like, it was during
Yeah, but like, what if there's cameras and shit? Like that's hot.
So? But I'm saying it would have been hotter if they would have banged it out while the,
Well, it was open.
Yeah, all what's going on in that shed. I don't know. It's the fuck shed.
I don't know.
Sex shed. My roommate, who just dumped me. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. My roommate.
That sucks.
I know.
I read it like that too. What the fuck?
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. My roommate, who just been dumped, had a family reunion to attend and begged me to go with her. It was there I met one of her cousins, who basically Jared Leto's doppelganger. That's a funny word, doppelganger, because it has
like
the
that word,
umlaut
too.
over the A. Doppelganger. I don't know why they would have to.
Doppelganger.
Yeah, why would they have to do that? Doppelganger. I don't need that.
I don't know because it's an A.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called an umlaut, right?
I guess.
Yeah, doppelganger. Stupid word.
How is that supposed to make the letter sound? Like a ah? Doppelganger. But it is doppelganger.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger.
Gong. Doppelganger. Maybe that's how it is. You're supposed to
God.
We partied until the wee hours, but we were eventually shushed by his older sister, who'd just gotten her kids to sleep. We stayed up all night talking and flirting. It wasn't long before we attempted to have the quietest sex ever in a tent. I thought it would be awkward, but it was a total rush. Jen.
That's stupid. She's very sucks at this.
Mm-hmm.
She very sucks at this.
She very sucks at this, and I very suck at reading.
So do I, apparently. So it's fine. I wasn't laughing at you. I'm just laughing at like this story. Like, oh my God, we stayed up all night talking, and then we had the quietest sex ever. Like, that just doesn't sound.
Yeah, what a boring night.
Like, if she would have worded it different, it would be hot as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, sneaky tent sex. Like, that's hot. But, okay.
Yeah, Jen, you're bored.
I feel like I have a fever.
A fever. For more cowbell?
What does that mean?
Some people out there will get at that.
I don't get it.
It's a joke.
Ice cream?
No.
The thing on your door looks like a butt.
Oh, the wood paneling?
Like a flapjack ass.
Well, now that I look at it and I'm really studying it, it almost looks like a monster's vagina. I'll have to take a picture and send it to you later.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like
a cute one, like a hamburger without the meat.
Yeah, it's all nice and tucked in.
Yeah.
I had a girl like that back in the day. Yeah, she didn't have much of a vagina.
Was it a girl?
Yeah. Yeah, she was a girl. But like it wasn't like beefy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was
no,
just
I
all
totally
like it was like one of those like, you know, lame looking vaginas. No offense to the lame-os out there. I don't know, it was like if you were to tell somebody to describe a vagina and they would be super it was the most clinical looking vagina I had ever seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like super like I don't want to say perfect because it wasn't perfect, but it was just like
perfect like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't stink or nothing either, so.
It's handy as fuck. Liz, I'll take a flashback to that time.
Yep.
I got told, oh my God, your pussy actually smells good. Like, bitch, what the fuck did you think it was gonna smell like?
Onions.
I just think about that sometimes and it makes me laugh. So every time there's something that makes me think about it, I die. Oh my God. The summer between high school and college, my friends and I threw a party at my bestie's cottage. I hate myself as much as you do right now. Don't fucking worry.
It's all right. Creeps on pills and I'm on pot.
To celebrate our freedom, I had a huge crush on this guy, but I never had the guts to tell him, and soon he'd be moving to Boston for school. Oh my God.
Big up Boston.
I probably fucked him. I got up to go to the bathroom and found Brad turning the bathtub into a bed for himself. Like, who even does that?
He turned the bed to a bath? What is he, a hobo finding a broken down house to sleep in?
Into a bed. I've slept in the bathtub before. Like, I've been in the bathtub hanging out with somebody while they pooped and, like, fell asleep.
Or passed out because it stunk.
Yeah, like, I was just chilling. It, like, wasn't that long ago either. It's like a week ago.
Creeps all like...
After a few flirty comments, I pounced on him. I went to pull away, only it was clear he wanted to keep going. Stupid.
So she basically raped him.
But it was clear he wanted to keep going.
I mean, it started off as a rape. I'm not trying to make light of rape, but had a guy had that letter been written by, instead of Jenny
Some
W,
dude.
had it been written by Jeremy W, and he said, I pounced her. I went to pull away, or she went to pull away, but it was clear she wanted it, You changed the fucking name and the hims, the hers, the hers, the hims. That's rape.
100%. I see that shit all the time.
Fuck you, Jenny. You're a rapist. I have a big problem with that story. There's a double fucking standard going on here, folks. Now, I'm not saying I would pounce a woman and, force myself upon her. But Jenny W. No, but Jenny W is a rapist.
Oh, God.
Fucking Jenny.
We got a few submissions in.
We do. And
by a few, I literally mean a few.
Like 3.
I don't know why y'all are all so hesitant to tell stories sometimes.
Well, sometimes some people think that I may make fun of them.
I mean, they're probably not wrong, but that's the fun of it.
Well, I make fun of myself, for crying out loud.
Exactly.
I have a good time. Go ahead, Creep. Read your first response. Wake up, ass.
Would just come over after work, 2 a.m., and fuck me and leave. That's a booty call, bitch. Everybody's had a booty call.
Mm-hmm. Wow. This dude either is the Uber driver, because I don't ever seen the girl being an Uber. I've never met a girl Uber driver. Have you?
Oh, I have.
Really? This guy says, met in an Uber, never knew her name, would have sex about 4 to 5 times a week. So, like is she...
Uber?
Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a fling. But, is he the Uber driver and he knows that she puts out for a free ride, so he, kind of circles, her block? Wait.
Didn't we talk about that last time?
There was a porn star who had her Uber driver stalk her because he would drive around her house so he could look at her and drive her.
That's fucking weird.
That's creepy.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Creepy. Weird. Throwback.
Oh my God. Yeah. It made me so happy.
What, me saying that?
Oh my God.
Oh, don't say that. Something happened.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I can't really say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. My high school girlfriend and I hooked up again after I came back from college.
Hell yeah.
I have stories like that. Do you have stories like that?
Hooking up with a high school girl?
No, hooking up with an ex.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You want to share one?
Yeah, I pissed in her face.
You're lying.
Yeah, I never would hook up with an ex.
You wouldn't? I have.
Well...
And it sucked. And then I was like, damn, did it suck this much before? And I just didn't even notice.
Well, I don't want to say I didn't hook up with an ex because, truth be told, before my wife and I got married, we actually had dated before for a little bit. I was too busy wanting to party and be a drunk and hang out with my boys than actually try to be in a relationship. So she kicked me to the curb.
I got you.
And then... she found me again, or we found each other again, and she asked me had I straightened up, and I said, no, I'm still kind of going a little hard, but I'm slowing down, and she eventually saved my life.
She asked me if I had straightened up.
Basically, because she knew me when I was a fucking drunk. She knew me. Yeah, she knew me way back when I was a fucking boozer. So...
A boozer.
Mm-hmm. I used to love drinking. Golly. Going over to my buddy's house, pre-gaming, watch Beer Fest every fucking weekend, drink a case of beer, then go to the bar, try to pick up chicks.
Wait, you watch Beer Fest every weekend?
Every Saturday for
What, is that a movie?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was an event. I was like, that's a long event.
No, I wish there was a fucking event like Beer Fest.
Isn't there really an event like that in like Germany or something?
Yeah, it's Oktoberfest.
I have a friend that goes to that.
We were thinking about going one year, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll go, but I knew I wasn't gonna back out because I didn't like flying.
Well, what about now? You can fly now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go now. I just don't want to fly overseas and have to get a passport and deal with all that bullshit.
Yeah, that is like a totally different commitment.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just now getting into flying domestically, so I still, like, I would love, like, we've talked about maybe trying to save a few bucks and go to Hawaii.
It only costs a few bucks.
Well, more than a few bucks, but.
Like, even Hawaii, I wouldn't fly to.
I want to go to Hawaii because it's probably the most tropical place I can go to without having to get a passport.
Oh. Well, what about...
What, Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if tourism is really good right now in Puerto Rico because of the hurricane that came through last year and wiped everything out. So I don't know how tourism is over there or down there. Puerto Rican friends, let us know. I know you listen because I see the analytics. It's always weird looking at the analytics and seeing like countries like Turkey and fucking Afghanistan and shit like that. When I see like Afghanistan and like some places in the Middle East, I'm pretty sure that's probably like the military that like people in the military that find us.
Well, I don't know. I have a lot of people from the Middle East that like follow me.
Really?
I'm not saying that all of our listeners are my followers because that's definitely not true. But I'm just saying like there's a possibility.
Probably more so your followers than my followers.
No, I don't think so. I feel like I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know how I feel, but I do know that I've had like quite a few people like join my premium and stuff, and then the first thing they say is like, "I love the podcast," and I'm like, "Oh,
hell yeah!"
thanks.
Why don't you fucking follow me and tell me that, friends? I like hearing good things.
Or you can go to creepqueen.com right now and use code DPP and save an extra some kind of high percentage.
I didn't know we were at that point.
We're not, but I saw an opening and I took it.
You know what? You hit it out of the park.
Thanks. I'm a go-getter.
Fucking
Mr.
go-getter. It's like, you know what? We're not doing plugs yet. I don't hear Beverly Hills Cop, but I'm just going to fucking throw it out there while I can. I'm not going to fucking say nothing. So, I know that I teased a story, and it is going to be on the Patreon only. But I will say the Patreon only subscribers that are going to hear this story are going to hear a story about me and 3 chicks.
Ooh,
yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
I didn't know you had it in you.
Well, it didn't go quite as planned.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it didn't go quite as planned.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
I'm excited to hear this fucking story. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know how much we'll actually get into it, but you know, Patreon subscribers will enjoy it. Hopefully,
they damn sure will. Any story, you with 3 girls and it doesn't go as planned, like this shit's about to be good as fuck.
So you remember how last week we talked about things that ruin the mood during sex?
Yeah.
And how I said I really don't have any, but I was like, oh, I'm about to come is probably the worst thing that I've probably said.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What happened?
I can't give that away.
Oh.
And maybe I just might be saying this to just kind of stretch time for a little bit more.
Bitch.
Who knows?
Can I just say to stretch time that I'm not on like any hardcore pills? I feel like all we've said is that like because I'm on medication and I'm on pills and shit.
Yeah. And I did say I'm on pot and creeps on pills, and that may have gave people the wrong impression.
Can we just like reiterate the fact that like I'm on crazy pills and not like hardcore drug pills?
And by crazy pills, she means ones to make her not so crazy, not the opposite.
I mean anti-crazy pills.
Right, anti-crazy. I mean, not the ones that make her crazy. She's already crazy enough. We don't need
like
to have
I really
her
don't need people thinking I'm on fucking drugs because that'll be a whole different ass fucking thing.
Yep. Next thing you know, creeps fucking getting
like,
wellness.
I'm trash, but that's about all I am. Okay. Like.
Next thing, creeps getting fucking her door kicked in because the police are doing a wellness check on her because somebody.
No, don't even say that. Why would you even say that?
Well, because people are, because we were talking about pills. Don't be a buzzkill. I'm trying to make a joke and you're fucking ruining it.
Okay, hi. Like, let's just not though.
No. Like, because people assume that you were taking pills.
No, like I really mean like let's not though.
What? Make jokes
about that?
Oh. No, it wasn't like a bad joke or nothing. It was going to end up being a fun joke.
Like, not make a joke about it though.
Well, the joke was going to end with you actually.
Like the more we talk about it, the more I literally am like not playing with you. Like I'm literally going to lose my fucking mind. Like.
Well, let's hope not.
Like.
Still got a show to do. Can't lose your mind yet. So we still have a show to do. You can't lose your mind yet.
Oh, true.
I'm not trying to be a buzzkill or anything. But regardless, it was going to be you, doing your sweet shows. And the cops being like, oh, no, she's fine.
You just had to fucking finish it. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm really not fucking playing.
I had to finish it.
Okay.
I had to go. It had to go somewhere. You just can't leave people hanging. Creep is in there booty popping and shit. Twerking. Oh, man, Creep's pissed.
I'm really fucking mad.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
There's no reason to be mad.
Okay.
My story will cheer you up.
I'm excited for it.
See? There you go. We're back on track. Creep's back to being excited and not being mad. That's all it takes. It's real easy to get her back on track. She doesn't stay mad for long. But when she does... she's angry.
I don't think I get angry.
Yeah, right. Who the fuck you trying to kid? You just got mad at me for finishing my story joke in an unfunny way.
If I was angry, I would not be laughing with you right now. And I think we both fucking know that.
I don't know that. I just thought I was, real good at fixing things. I
just want to stop talking about it, though, for fucking real. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think Jesus has anything to do with this.
I think he does, because he made your little fucking hellion ass.
Nah, Jesus didn't make me. My mom and dad did.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I did. They fucked and I popped out.
You don't know.
Huh?
Your parents could not even really be your parents, bro.
Well, that's true. That would suck. Oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you, you're 37 years old now, but we should have told you probably when you were earlier. You were adopted. Folks, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And for those listening on Patreon, stick around. Tell other friends where they could find you, Creep. I'll let you take it.
Oh, God.
What, you're panicking?
Yeah. Find me on creepqueen.com. Follow me on Twitter, creepxqueen. I have a Patreon and OnlyFans and Is My Girl, my premium, all kinds of merch, all kinds of shit, all kinds of porn on my mini vids. There's just a lot fucking going on over there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Where
can our friends find you, Mr. Chris Steele?
Well, our friends can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Chris Steele. That's MrKrisSteel. The reason why I threw it to you first, Creep, because I really needed a drink of water. Because I had a little tickle in the back of my throat, and I needed a drink of water. And it's funny, too, this whole time, because our Hangouts window is so small, my picture has been pretty much covering you up the whole time, so I've got to look at myself, and I'm pretty handsome.
Oh my god, you didn't even see the dirty-ass looks I was just giving you?
No, I saw some of the dirty looks when you popped above my window. But, yeah.
Oh god, I'm dead.
Yeah. Dead as fuck.
I'm so excited about this Patreon story.
Patreon. I should have like a cool like little
on Patreon.
Double P podcast on Patreon.
Go check it out. Right?
Check it out, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. I've been burning through Trailer Park Boys again, and I really miss J-Rock. But folks, that's for another time and a whole nother show. Maybe we'll talk about Trailer Park Boys on the Patreon exclusive story, but probably not. Folks, thank you for listening. Thank you for rating and reviewing. And as always, thank you for being a friend.
Hello, I am your announcer, Bethany. Please remember to rate and review 5 stars on iTunes. Rating and reviewing helps out the show. Thanks for listening to the Double Penetration Podcast with your hosts, Creep and Steele on Demon Seed Radio Network.